UFC Mexico is this weekend, and today I'm going to be talking about this card and predicting it because as a Mexican myself, this means a lot to me. So let's turn off this music. Let's put some real music on. There it is. I'm going to be predicting literally every fight on this card, dude. I took notes. This took me like an hour to do. Let's start off, dude. Let's start off with the first fight of the night, which is going to be Markel Medeiros versus Austin Hubbard. I don't know why this is kind of like on the early prelims. This is a good fight, but Hubbard, he's a technical striker. I think this guy, from what I've seen, he uses his reach. He pieces you up a little. Medeiros is more of a South American knockout striker. He does have good power. I'll give him that, but I don't know. Hubbard does have decent grappling. Medeiros, he has pretty meh grappling if you ask me, but he has good takedown defense. But I'm just gonna go with Hubbard, dude. He has more experience. Give me Austin Hubbard by decision. Moving on to the next fight we do have, it's going to be Jamal Emmers versus Gabriel Miranda. I actually like this fight too. Gabriel Miranda has a pretty good finish rate. I think all of his fights have gone to finish that he's won. But, Pat Emmers, he's a journeyman, dude. He has decent kickboxing, but Gabriel Miranda has been fed pretty much to Morgan Charrere and BSD. It sucks, dude, because this guy I think could actually been decent. He has decent grappling as well. Pat Emmers does have decent takedown defense from what I've seen, dude. But I'm still gonna take Gabriel Miranda by submission. This guy has 16 out of 17 submissions. So yeah, man, give me Gabriel Miranda. The next fight we do have is Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pichel. Rafa Garcia can mix it up pretty well, dude. Vince Pichel is pretty one-dimensional, so I'm gonna go with Rafa Garcia, probably by decision. The next fight is a women's MMA fight. This Loopy girl, Loopy Godinez versus Julia Postelastre. Loopy's actually good, dude. She's been fed the wolves for the last couple fights, dude. I think we gave her Amanda Ribas and like someone else, Jaroba, after that. So I'm gonna take her in this fight, dude. I think she's actually pretty good. Julia Postelastre is just your average woman MMA fighter. I'm not very confident in her. The next fight we do have is C-Rod Christian Rodriguez versus, I'm gonna say this name wrong, Milquisal Costa. I'm just gonna say Costa. All right, dude. Costa, it's a quick turnaround for him. This guy just beat that Seattle kid the other day, and Christian Rodriguez just fraud checked Ashton Bashi. This guy C-Rod's fraud checked Chihuihuis, which we're gonna get into a little bit later on this card. But this guy's a fraud check merchant. Costa's coming on 2-fight winning streak. We could see another fraud check here, but I'm gonna go with Costa, dude. He looked really good against Andrew. Yeah, I think it's Andrew Philly. Yeah. Give me him. I'm going to take Costa by submission, dude. The next fight we do have is going to be Joe Jose Medina versus Ateba Gatier, sorry. Jose Medina is like 0-2 in the UFC. He's your average boxer, average South American boxer, dude. Nothing special. Gatier, though, this South African guy, or not South African, this African guy, he has an insane physique, man. This guy is looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger out there, man. This guy's physique is aesthetic, dude. I'm glazing this guy, but he's on a 4-fight KO streak, dude. Jose Medina's been knocked out a couple times. Give me Gatier by KO, dude. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna run with it. Now for the featured fight of the prelims, Edgar Chairez versus, who's this dude facing, dude? Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara. CJ Vergara has been around for a little bit. He mixes it up pretty well, dude. But he low-key got chinned in his last fight, dude. I forgot who he fought, but CJ Vergara got chinned in his last fight. Meanwhile, Edgar Chairez, he had a good fight against Joshua Van at 306. It was pretty competitive, but he's just a mid-Mexican boxer, dude, old school. I'm gonna say that a lot on this card, mid-Mexican boxer, because that's what a lot of Mexicans are, dude. I'm not gonna be biased in this card. And yeah, man, he's a mid-Mexican boxer. He's probably going to get cut if he loses this fight. He's on like a 3-fight losing streak. CJ Vergara, like I said, he mixes it up pretty well. But I don't know, dude. I'm still going to go with CJ Vergara by decision. I don't think Edgar Chairez is that good. Moving on to the next fight, this fight I might be a little... No, I'm not biased, dude. This is just facts. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Heaven Borjas. This is a really good fight, dude. I'm really excited. Ronaldo Rodriguez, he's my prospect, dude. I have him on the fighter, so you guys need to be looking out for. Join the hype train for Ronaldo Rodriguez. Let me tell you about this kid, Ronaldo Rodriguez, dude. Listen, dude. He mixes it up everywhere, dude. He can finish a fight. Great striking. Good wrestling. Has a lot of finishes. He just beat Odi Osbourne at 306. This is my prospect that I will be riding, dude. And he's getting a pretty easy fight. I'd say it's a layup fight. Borjas, I don't know. He's lost his last 2 fights. Ronaldo Rodriguez is low-key gonna chin this guy. Give me like a second round knockout, dude. I'm so high on Ronaldo Rodriguez, dude. If he fails me, I genuinely will be disappointed. The next fight we do have is David Martinez versus Salmon Oliveira. You know, there's a lot of Mexican prospects, dude, and this guy is one of them. This guy is actually crazy. David Martinez, obviously, I'm talking about. His UFC debut. He has 9 knockouts in his career, 9 knockouts out of 11 fights in his bantamweight, dude. Alex Oliveira isn't bad, but he's got a great submission game. Salmon Oliveira, and actual KO power as well. But I don't know, dude. I'm still going to take David Martinez. I'm tired of this. I'm high on this kid. I've seen him on Dana White's Contender Series. And this kid can actually be decent. You know, he has serious KO power, bantamweight. A lot of people lack that. I talked about it a couple videos ago. I think Sean O'Malley is the only one who can really turn your lights off in one punch. And David Martinez might be the next guy to do that, dude. Moving on to the featured fight. No, this is not the featured fight of the night. This is the second fight on the main card, though. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales, dude. Vince Morales just fought like 2 weeks ago on that Seattle card, I think. I don't know what we're doing with Raul Rosas Jr. though. Like, we're not giving him any upgrades in competition, dude. I swear, the guy that Vince Morales fought, it was his debut in the UFC. Raul Rosas Jr. has been around for a while. He's only suffered 1 loss. I think he's like 5-1 in the UFC. We're not giving this guy a jump in competition at all. I understand he's only 20. But come on, dude. Give him a better fight than this, dude. I'm going to go with Raul Rosas Jr., obviously. Vince Morales is on a 4-fight losing streak. Chihuihuas by literally... Whatever he wants, Raul Rosas Jr. is going to get this done, dude. He can finish a fight anywhere. I'm really disappointed they didn't give him a better fight than this. Vince Morales, dude. This guy got pieced up by... I forgot the kid's name. But that was actually a good fight Vince Morales had a couple weeks ago. But Raul Rosas Jr. by whatever he wants, dude. Give me him by, like, first round TKO. I don't know, man. Now, on to the actual featured fight of the night. Joe Pyfer versus Kevin Gastelum. Bedtime MMA is really high on Joe Pyfer. I don't know how high I can't talk. Joe Pyfer is coming off a win in August. I actually forgot that he maybe it wasn't August. 303 he was his last win. I forgot he's not coming off a loss to Hermanson, dude. I thought that was his last fight. But Kelvin Gastelum, sorry, is actually coming off a win in August as well. He's still kind of fat, but people forget, man. People forget this guy. He was piecing up Prime Izzy. Joe Pyfer was an up-and-comer from Dana White's Contender Series. He kind of got fraud checked by Jack Hermanson, and I forgot he fought at 303, like I said. But the wrestling in this fight will actually be really fun, dude. I'm excited to see it. And obviously, Joe Pyfer does have power. He can finish a fight. I'm tempted to pick Kelvin Gastelum, but Joe Pyfer just needs to defend the leg kicks better, because that's what costed him that Jack Hermanson fight. And don't get me wrong. I do think Kelvin Gastelum has a decent chance in this fight, but give me Joe Pyfer. Probably like a decision. I feel like I said a lot of decisions. I don't know. Moving on to the next fight, we do have Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. Manuel Torres was actually on like a 4-fight winning streak, dude. This guy was finishing everyone, and then Bahamondes fraud checked him at 306, and now Bahamondes got the ranked opportunity. Manuel Torres probably could have got a ranked shot if he didn't lose that fight. Drew Dober, dude, I don't know how good Drew Dober is, dude. I can't get the vision out of my head of him just getting absolutely pieced up by Gene Silva, dude. Gene Silva absolutely just destroyed Drew Dober for 3 rounds before that doctor stoppage, dude. That was like one of the best performances I've ever seen from Gene Silva, and Drew Dober just looked like he didn't even know he was fighting, dude. I don't know how good Drew Dober is now, so I'm gonna go Manuel Torres probably by I don't know. I've given out too many TKO KO finishes, so we'll go with Manuel Torres by decision. And now let's talk about our main event: Steve Astro Boy Erceg versus Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno. Oh, I'm so high on Brandon Moreno. I like Steve Erceg, dude. We're sending Steve Erceg to the Wolves, dude. This guy got Pantoja. He had 3 wins in the UFC. They gave him Pantoja. Then they gave this guy Kai Kara France. And now we're giving him Brandon Moreno. This is a really tough fight for him. And I feel like I'm gonna be really disappointed if Steve Erceg wins, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Brandon Moreno is just good everywhere, dude. This guy has always had good boxing, dude. He was piecing up Figgy. He was piecing up Brandon Royval sometime. He was actually had some decent moments against Pantoja as well. Steve Erceg, his best win is Matt Schnell. His biggest achievement is going life and death with Pantoja. And don't get me wrong, I like Steve Erceg. He's a fun personality, dude. You can't hate the guy. But still, dude, this is such a hard matchup for him, and I don't know why we're giving him these matchups. I think Steve Erceg needs to. I don't even know how he wins this fight, dude. There's nothing there's nothing you can do, Steve. Your time has come, Steve Erceg. There is nothing that Steve Erceg can do to win this fight, dude. He doesn't have good grappling. Brandon Moreno has good grappling. Brandon Moreno, on paper, Brandon Moreno is not a better boxer than Steve Erceg, but still, dude, Steve Erceg, he has good boxing. Don't get me wrong, but I can't see him chinning Brandon Moreno, and he's not going to knock him out cold. He's going to have to throw up a Hail Mary submission if he wants to win. If you're trying to go tit for tat with Brandon Moreno, win on points, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, dude. Brandon Moreno is just too good for that. He's done it to Figgy so many times. I'm taking Brandon Moreno by decision. I'm not going to go finish. Maybe I can see a submission from Brandon Moreno, but come on, dude. Steve Erceg, I'm sorry. They're feeding you to the wolves. And don't get me wrong. I feel like I just completely dissed on Steve Erceg for 5 minutes. Steve Erceg has a decent... No, not a decent chance. He's an okay chance of maybe throwing up a submission, maybe catching him in like an arm triangle, dude. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be Brandon Moreno, dude. Brandon Moreno by decision, like I said, dude. Maybe we'll give this guy Steve Erceg 1 round, 49-46 decision for Brandon Moreno. Yeah, man, that's my prediction for UFC Mexico. Thank you much for watching. The best Mexican MMA YouTuber out there, and make sure to subscribe because it's trying to hit 800 subscribers by the end of the year. It would mean a lot. And thank you much for watching. MMA Outpost out.